Okay, we feel confident we can take it here, but they're going with a very different setup. They're going to go, Milo's going to be on Xayah, Indust on Mercy, Pooks will be on the Lucio. It's going to be Enigma on Winston, Seagull once again on Farah, and Gods on Soldier 76. Meanwhile, very different approach. It's going to be a 2-2-2 setup for Nubris, which is going to be the double setup of the Tracers, Winstons, and Lucios. So, big advantage for Luminosity is they're going to have the Resurrect.
So we saw this actually with the Gale Force Esports versus Northern Gaming Red match, where we saw finally some Mercies coming into play because the revives were so impactful. But the 2-2-2 at Nubris is going to be it's going to be hard to fight against this, especially with Seagull playing the Pharah, who's not going to really have anyone that can test him at that long, high range. So it's getting some good spam now, especially when you're Tracer. You have to be very careful. And Gods paired in with Seagull does take down Stoop. Yeah,
and he's getting free damage right now. They're all grouped up. It's just straight, simple stuff. Pump the rockets into that point. Obviously here with a portion of aim to go with it, but there's the point being captured out by Luminosity, and we start off the counter.
So far, Nubris has been the one to capture onto this so far. God's taking an IDDQD. Point will be picked up for Nubris early on. But you can see Luminosity do have some good positioning around the point for the most part. Coolman is just going ham onto Gods, who's finally able to turn around and at least escape from him for now. And he also has his Pulsum available. The question is, does he want to use it so far?
Well, that's the question. He doesn't want to use it just on this Winston. He might use it if he can get on towards the Mercy around the side, throws it in there, doesn't manage to get anything from it. Does take Enigma down eventually. That's going to be Soldier 76. God's popping the ultimate off around the side there. Seagull picking himself up a double on Custer and Vonethil with both supports down. The point will go across to Luminosity once again.
Okay, so here we go. Luminosity nav control, looking for the hold. Seagull was forced to use Barrage in that last fight to actually take this one, but we do have Signbrad at Pooks. And Vonethil's only at 50%, so not really a big advantage for Nubris so far. And I don't think that pulse bomb at IDDQD can really accomplish too much, since honestly Luminosity are just spreading out extremely well.
Gods is trying to run away from this one. He's getting chased down by the Winstons. Will get picked off there. Indust also goes down single, gets himself a kill, but the fact is all of the rest of his team have been picked off. He's kind of on his own up here, despite the fact there's not a great deal shooting on him other than those Tracers from range, but they cap the point back. And we are going to go back and forth once again. Nubris will clock themselves up to 40% before they get close.
Just wondering if Luminosity is going to switch anytime soon or keep this Pharah.
Gods have switched.
He switched over the Reaper from the Soldier. And still sticking with the Mercy, so they still want to go with this Pharah Mercy combo. And Milo is about to have Graviton Surge, which is where this game can really change. This is where Luminosity can get the point back for themselves.
We'll see whether it works out for them. A lot of pulse bombs. There's going to be the Lucio ultimate coming in. Indust, of course, has that Resurrect available. Seagull trying to get himself a little bit of distance away from there. Tries to pick off Custer, actually. He's got himself a good vision. That's going to be the pulse bombs going down. But Buds, Vonethil, Coolmat all getting themselves kills. Indust, unfortunately, was one of them. So there's going to be no Resurrect this time around.
Yeah, Seagull just can't do enough damage, it seems. It's not even necessarily him. He's hitting so many of these shots. The problem is the rest of his teammates aren't able to stay alive long enough with the way Nubris are playing of Coolmat and IDDQD in combo in tandem together. So, back on the attack here for Luminosity, one of the few remaining ones they're going to have. Graviton Surge, and the Barrage is available. And Nubris are trying to spread out, but it doesn't matter. They're going to get 3 of them pulled in. The shield's going to come down, and Seagull gets shielded up on top of things. But he only gets 1 kill, gets a second, looking for Vonethil for the 3rd. Gets the assist, at least paired with Enigma, and this should be their point.
Yeah, worked out well in the end. 88%, there's the Resurrect coming from Indust as well. He's straight back up, gets himself on top of Seagull, manages to keep it clear. So, 92% Nubris managed to reach, 46% and counted, so still a long time for them to hold it here, Luminosity. But of course, it is the first map. Plenty of time to go here. A second map, first round, here on the pole.
Death Blossom out of Gods could be huge too. It's at about 100%. He's going to have it up in a second. And they do attack the site. They're going to have to do it with more than one person, which is where he's really going to shine. He has to really worry about one area, which is behind him, if they come from this position. But they're pushing his team now. Seagull takes on IDDQD. Most importantly, Gods is looking for the duel on point. Pops the Death Blossom in. Gets the kill on a stoop.
Oh, boots off.
Yeah, that's the price you're going to pay if you're going to play a Reaper on that position. And Seagull is just looking to maintain this point. 83% now. Luminosity are turning this one around.
Yeah, it's getting very close between the two. They have to make sure they can clear the site, which they will do. Coolmat's the one that's just hopping in and out, so he's keeping it alive for now. He's going to teleport himself back. There is, of course, Barrage ready and available, but I think they might cap this one out. No, okay, no, it definitely won't now, because the rest of the team just get in there. Indus actually taken very low, just about clocking himself around. He's still IDDQD managing to get his ulti off there, but stupid Buds, Indus gets picked off, and that's not how you want to see it. I think IDDQD was shooting his own Winston there. He's like, get this thing away. Oh, sorry, it's mine.
No points taken out for Nubris, though. 95% of the Gotchas are just going to come through. IDDQD is going to be able to escape it, but there's no barrage to follow up because Seagull was taken down by IDDQD himself. Indus with the res, looking to get in. We'll get the two-man revive. He's going to pay the price, though. Comat's able to secure the kill back onto him, and Seagull's back. He's fighting. He's got the barrage available. He's looking for the opportunity. He's going to pop it down, but he's not able to get anything.
A launching, flying Winston in his face. Is it going to be enough? You can see the overtime ticking down, 99% apiece. Who is going to be the one that turns it around? Seagull, last minute switches across to Bastion. I don't think he's going to get close enough. Who knows? IDDQD still on site. They're going to be able to clear this one off. The Diva's coming in. Everything's trying to get close as they can. The Winston's popping in and out of Enigma. He gets dropped. Seagull comes in. Seagull gets himself set up, gets himself the one kill, sets himself, clears the site off. They're going to cap the site out here because his Bastion set up. No, IDDQD comes in. Oh, he manages to take him down, but Coolmat comes in and finishes the job.
That is rough. Milo trying to hold on with this Diva. Coolmat has that post bomb up, but we're still in this overtime. It's still taken away. You can see Luminosity were halfway through, capping it back for themselves. God's gonna get the post bomb down. Almost kills himself, actually, but he secures a kill. Still looking for that next one, looking for that Winston onto Buds, and Buds will fall. He had Primal Rage up. He just got his ult to it, but he didn't pop it, and that just might have cost him this point.
Seagull's trying to get himself set back up here. You can see Coolmat's keeping him away from the sides at the moment. Overtime still holding, and Luminosity so close to capping that point back from them. They just need to worry about Coolmat at the moment. He's the one that's keeping it alive. He keeps zipping in and out. The rest of the team get back in there. He gets himself the reset once again. You talked about Buds. Well, he's back in. He's got his ultimate Primal Rage available, and he's going to launch in, try and deal with Seagull, but Seagull gets himself the ultimate off. Now he goes and starts to shoot across the map, and they have cleared it, but not yet. They didn't cap it in time. It just got reset.
Yeah, they're kind of trying to keep these tracers on the point. They're actually not switching to too many more tracers, though, which is allowing Seagull to do some really good work here. Another point, it's going to keep being ticked because they have enough tracers alive. It's Stoop and Coolmat together, just in tandem, keep going time and time again when the other's ready to pull it off. Post bomb will come in. Our time is taken away. Someone's got the point right now, and someone just in the nick of time gets on top of it. I think he was looking for the fight. He has his Primal Rage. He can keep them away as long as he can.
Well, he's trying desperately, that's for sure. Custer's not going to get in time. And Luminosity will capture the first point, but my God, that was close. Nubris were very close to actually winning it very early on. And then Luminosity kind of took control. And, well, the switch, who'd have thought? A Bastion from Seagull, maybe to save the day.
Yeah, because when you're in overtime like that, right, you're focused on the point, getting the people off the point. You're not focused on people around the point, like him. So it's a very smart play, and it forces Nubris to pretty much commit one or two people that are normally going to be attacking the point to go to him, which leaves them at a man disadvantage on the point. So, honestly, good stuff here at Luminosity. But there's still potentially 4 more points to go here. It's a best of 5. It's not a best of 3. It's competitive mode. And here we go. Luminosity sticking with the comp they ran last time, but this time they're running double Zarya. Yeah,
Seagull back on the fire again. No Bastion this time around. Tries to get himself on the top of the plinth. But instead, he manages to get some serious distance there. Goes for Coolmat, doesn't manage to catch him, but Custer takes a rocket straight to the face. That's getting close on Godzo, on the trace around the side. He's trying to clutch on towards IDDQD and will get the kill.
He's looking for more of that. As you can see him pushing back in. God's on the tracer, trying to deal with this double Winston. And so far not really able to accomplish too much because he's on top of those pillars, even being chased away. Or eventually Nubris will be able to cap out the point here. So Nubris is going to start with the initial control. And Luminosity have to fight for the control back. They switch Enigma, though, over from Zarya to Winston himself.
So Nubris start off once again with the point. See if they can hold it any longer. God's got his ultimate up. Seagull's a long way away. That's going to be the ulti coming out from Coolmat. Didn't see exactly what it was on. Didn't manage to pick anything up. Has to get away from the pulse bomb himself there as Gods tries to throw one his way. Buds has got his Primal Rage ready and waiting to go. He's going to pop it. He's going to clear them off site, try and smash them away. Seagull, let's spin across to him because Barrage is up. The rest of his team get resurrected by Indus as he moves into the site. They're pretty close together at the moment, but he needs something to pin them in sight. Milo's ulti is a long way away.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is, Nubris aren't sticking together either, so it's going to be really difficult for him to do much with the barrage, but he at least gets some good damage in with these rockets from long range, taking Costa down, taking IDDQD down, at least to the assist onto it. Now he's looking for a third, but Coolmat's finally able to take him with this elephant. Was that Pooks on top of the pillar? Yeah, so he was just trying to stay out of the line of sight. Funny enough, he's in the line of sight of everyone, but you're not looking up in that position, so it's a lot of free healing, a lot of free speed for his team from there.
Well, Matt got a quick 3 kills towards the end there. Seagull does have that barrage available. Mino's going to have his ultimate available, so that's the combo we're looking for here. Waiting for the Graviton Surge to come down. Seagull's going to try and pair that once again with the barrage. Try and get it in. Here comes Milo, but they are grouped together. Let's have a look at Seagull. He's above them, and he manages to get himself 4 kills, make it 5. Nigma stole it at the end there, and the last man will get picked down. So 5 for Seagull, 1 for Enigma. Thank you very much. Point goes their way, but it was at 79% for Nubris before that managed to work out.
And they had to depend on the combo of the barrage and the Graviton Surge to even take the point in the first place. So now, how well can they defend it? Because if it's taken away from them, it's going to take them a hell of a long time to actually get the point back for themselves. As we saw in overtime, the first round definitely is a possibility. So, Indust has Resurrection available, has played this one extremely safe, trying to use Seagull on that high ground, give him some extra survivability. But a 2-man revive will come in, and he's still trying to stick to Seagull, while in the meantime, Gods is on the point, paired in with Enigma, just trying to clean them up one by one with the Tracers.
Yeah, just trying to keep them away. Has that pulse bomb available, can pop it around the side. He's going to get on towards the back of the Lucio. That's Custer that gets dropped down. He's also on Vonafil now. He's going to get dropped. So both of the Lucios dealt with by Gods there. So that means the rest of the team are just going to fall away. No supports, no heals. IDDQD, is he going to be able to get away from this one? He gets the full heal. He may be able to deal with Gods, but he has to return himself because IDDQD kind of juked him there. Buds switching over to
Widow, trying to deal with Seagull.
Yeah.
For the most part, trying to deal with Seagull. It's going to be... Actually, shouldn't be that hard, to be fair. Because with the 2 Tracers that Luminosity are dealing with are running, they're not really going to be after him. Like, he's in a really good position, but he doesn't expect Seagull this close in his face. And he will be forced to back away and give this position open.
Nicholas Pulse Bomb goes down. He goes looking for that Widowmaker around the side as well. Will get himself the res back in there, the heal back in there, I should say. Kusta forced away. But Seagull has been picked off along with Enigma, so they may be able to cap the point out here. Stoop has got himself his ultimate. Seagull up on high, gets that resurrect through from Indus before he dropped. Will be able to keep Coolmat down, but Coolmat manages to get himself the full heal off the side there, then takes a rocket full to the face, gets in on point just to prevent them capping it at 97%. That's all they managed to get, and this Seagull just about kept it alive long enough for Enigma to get back in. But this point is going to be contested for a while here, I feel. But if they cap it, which they have, they may be able to hold it because they've got a lot of ultis available.
Yeah, and we'll see how Nubris kind of go about, or sorry, Luminosity go about this attack. Again, they have basically the Barrage Graviton Surge combo, which is what took them the point in the first place. If they can pull it off again, it would be amazing. Seagull only at 87% though. He needs to get a little bit more damage in, and they have to hope they're going to group out. Coolmat overshoots his position with the blinks, and now has to be careful. He's going to miss the pulse bomb too, which could be huge.
That was a big error there. Then Milo manages to throw it out where Seagull has been picked off. There's no follow-up, but it doesn't matter because Gods is with him. I think he threw a pulse bomb in there, and that was the follow-up they needed. And it worked out. And overtime, it needs to be reset. I think it's Coolmat that's off the side. Yes, it is. And he gets one down solo. That's Milo that gets dropped. Now he's going to have to do some serious work here, Coolmat, to keep his team alive. He gets Pooks down as well with IDDQD partnering with him. And they do clear off the site. Still going to have to deal with the second setup. Milo gets taken down. And you know what? This is going to go on for a long time.
It's going to go on for at least a little bit longer as still the Tracers out of Luminosity game. They're still holding on to the point. Enigma trying to keep it stalled as Gods already has been taken down. Even Indus coming in just to say hello to try to keep this one contested. The pulse bomb to come in. It's going to land on top of Pooks. He's going to fall down from this one. And Indus trying to fly back in just to keep it overtime a little bit longer. Seagull switching the Bastion, but it doesn't matter. He needs to get on the point. I don't think anyone's even close to it. Nubris are going to tie it up. And what a piece here on the ball.
Milo just trying to get the kill after the line. But there we go. 1-1. Tied up. Who would have thought it? Nubris, some good adjustments in there. Some that I don't agree with, but some that definitely worked out, and some serious work coming out from Coolmat and IDDQD in there. Some very good stuff. Buds, who knows how that one worked out. Seagull is going to switch to anything else. He's going to keep on the Bastion by the looks of it.
Yeah,
so we're going to get a Bastion at the start here. Yeah, Village means he's going to set up on that high ground. Let's have a spin through so you guys are aware of where we're talking about. The spin on through. Can I go over here? Yes, I can. Thank you. No, I didn't want to speed it.
I made you go faster.
Yeah, now you ruined my positioning. So yes, I'm going to try and set themselves up on the high ground. Let's see how it works out.
IDQD's going to get there first. Seagull switching the Bastion. We just saw this happen with Gale Force Esports up against Northern Gaming Red, and while Seagull's doing a little bit better of a job this time, picks up 2 kills on the double. Winston's Gods takes on Coolmat, and there should be Luminosity taking the point initially.
Yeah, Vonathil's going to get picked off on the side there. IDDQD, the only one alive, along with Vonathil.
The Mercy
Vonathil
healing
goes down.
With the shield out of Milo, plus the double shields out of Enigma and Gods. That was just ridiculous. You're not going to kill Seagull. It's just, there's no way. You don't have enough Winstons for that.
That's what Northern Gaming were missing, obviously,
Yeah.
when they tried it. So we do see some changes, of course. We are going to get Bud switching across to the Genji to try and counter out Seagull's Bastion, but now he's got ulti available, Bastion. So Seagull sets himself up around the side. Coolmat takes a full burst to the face, rewinds straight back into it once again. Pops that ultimate to try and deal with the Genji. Almost get it reflected back into him, but Buds, unfortunately, that is not going to last much longer. And this time IDDQD takes a full burst from Seagull to the face.
No, Bonathil, he's going to die on top of this. Another monkey, another tracer. You put it in front of Seagull, he'll take you down. Coolman does have pulse bomb available. I just don't know if he can even get close enough to Seagull for it to work. And again, the double shields is going to be... Oh, he overshot a little bit there. I think the speed boost came in on accident, or came in when he wasn't expecting it, and it pushed him too far. But they're going to hold from the high ground. Why not? He's already at 40% of his ultimate. The rest of the team trying to come in is going to get taken extremely low. Stoops forced to jump in with the Primal Rage. He's going to follow before he can really have a chance. Seagull's going to get... No, he didn't get pulse bomb up. He actually does stay alive for this one. The Revive is going to be used just to keep him up.
Yeah, just keep him alive. Manages to get back around there. Switches back across. Should be able to deal with Buds. Has got his ultimate available. Pops it down. Tries to launch himself. Oh, he managed to get Buds. Well, managed to play the Dragon Strike. And he gets Coolmat. They're rocket launching himself up there. And well... You know what? When you're that good a player, and then they give you the damn Bastion with it all, you're going to get a lot of kills. So Seagull holding strong, 75% and counting.
I don't think they're going to be pushed off. Buds needs to be the one to deal with it. But the thing is, they're all supporting Seagull. The double shields, the healing, the speed if he needs to get away. It's just too hard. It's too rough, and Nubris just don't really have an answer. Gravita Surge is even up here for Gods.
Yep.
So if they do come in close, he shields him, runs away. We'll probably come back when his shield's available, but the Gravita Surge is just going to be enough to close this out too. They can throw as many traces as they want at this, but with the Gravita Surge coming through, there's really not much you can do, even with the sound barrier paired in. Oh,
Coolmat gets finally
kills himself
the
too with
better
it.
of Seagull, but unfortunately he's going to get res straight away. There's the second Graviton Surge coming through. They do manage to get another pulse bomb on him. Well, you know what? If you're not going to win the game, get your pulse bombs on Seagull. That seems to be the way it worked out. But that was a very strong performance from Luminosity. No answer to the protect the Bastion combo.
That's funny. They used 2 pulse bombs to kill him. Because one, he got revived, and the second, well, he ends up dying, but they stalled long enough. So, 2-1. Remember, it's a best of 5. If Luminosity can pick up this next one, they'll be leading the series 2-1. Nubris pick it up. We'll go on to the 5th and final point here on Nepal. We still have so many more maps to come. It's a best of 5. We're only into our 2nd map. And let's see. He's going to still stick with the Bastion, it seems.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we're into, what, we're in Sanctum? No, we're in Village. No, it's not Village. Tell a lie. It's Sanctuary. Get my... Really. That one little barrier. That's all that caught me out. I'm not sure how it's going to work out this time around. We'll keep our eye on it.
It doesn't really have as easy of a way to attack on the point. That's the problem. But you can at least deal with these tracers trying to go in towards the back line, or if anyone overextends at all, he could do some decent work. Yeah,
trying to flank around. Seagull realized it can't stick around there, so it does get the flank. He's going to reposition. We've got to keep our eye on it. We'll get taken down. There we go. Coolmat and IDDQD doing exactly what they should, picking off Indust around the back, and this time Nubris have managed to work in a much better position. We wondered how that would work this time around with Seagull not really able to get a position, a solid one. And that's going to be Nubris capping the point.
There's just not as much space for him to work with in terms of height. Like, he can't really get onto an overseeing position of where they're coming in since the team's already gotten there. And the way Bastion works... Oh, goodbye. The way Bastion works on Village, like you just saw, you win the initial fight, then you get set up. But they didn't win the initial fight here. He couldn't get set up anywhere that he wanted to, especially not on a high ground spot. So he dies. He might continue to go with it, though, because he's almost close to his ultimate. But I feel like you might just need to switch from this one. This was the map that Nubris just won against Luminosity to at least take 1 point on Nepal.
But they did switch to Bastion towards the end, which is what held them. But like I say, they lost it in the end. But as you mentioned, 80% and counting. protect the Seagull. Gods has got his ultimate nearly available. It's going to be around the same time as Seagull's is. The Seagull, again, getting focused, tries to heal himself up, but instantly gets dealt with. Resurrect comes in just for him there. That seems a little wasteful, but there we go. There's a Graviton Surge powered in, but he couldn't even get set up. Pulse Bomb instantly thrown back at him, and it was actually Custer in the end that picked himself up the kill. There's going to be another Graviton Surge, but there's no follow-up.
Yeah, that was a really good Graviton Surge because it took 5 people with them, but you saw Seagull there. He actually, I think he hit Shift to go in Sentry for him, but he meant to hit Ultimate, his Q, because he gets extra armor to work with, and he would have died there. He would have been able to pick up quite a few kills. Does he get just stuck again? Yeah. Maybe it's time to switch off Bastion now. 69%.
Got his ulti on it.
Yeah.
Wants to use it.
But it's just not working for him so far. And maybe even switching over to Tracer.
Oh, they've switched Indust. Indust has switched over to Lucio. So they're going to try and speed in there maybe. Gods has also made the switch. He was quite far in the progress actually on the Zarya ultimate there. So they're realizing, yeah, we need some Tracers here because they're not dealing with Cool Matt and IDDQD.
Well, they don't have much time to work with anyways. They make their move now. Seagull coming in. Not really getting any kills. He's getting some tags, finally able to take down Vonethil and maybe get set up on the point here in the corner. But he gets stuck again. He's taken down. IDDQD's been all over him. And he's not been allowed to do anything with Bastion in this round.
Yeah, sticking to him like a rash, that's for sure. Dealing with him, 99%. They are going to cap the point, though. No! Stop just before he managed to close it out. They do get it. Luminosity at 99%. They finally cap it out and prevent Nubris from winning the game right there.
So God's Enigma is picking up where Seagull left off. Actually going back to switch away from these Tracers because they want to contest the point as well as they can. But Seagull playing Winston. All right, so going double Winston, double Lucio, Reaper and Tracer. Taking one for the team here, but Pulse Bomb is up again for Cool Matt. And we're only up to 21% now for Luminosity. They have a long way to go before they want to take this, or if they can, take this map.
Well, Enigma, of course, should be able to deal with these Winstons, but unfortunately, Sound Barrier required to keep him alive because he was getting focused pretty heavily. IDDQD managing to get in there, deal with him. He's got his Pulse Bomb available, pops in onto the Winston, doesn't manage to get the kill because he's got Primal Rage running. Indus is going to drop his beat as well and keep the Sound Barrier booming. But Cool Matt, where's he? Got Pulse Bomb available. He pops on the back of Winston. Doesn't manage to deal with the damage, but he will finally go down. Pooks in the end will pick himself up the kill. Where's Seagull? He's got Primal Rage ready and waiting, but he's dealing with Stoop around the side. Stoop gets himself the heal though. Primal Rage required. He's going to be forced away from point here. 57% and counting still for Luminosity. They still hold the point.
He wants IDDQD, but just being a little bit too sneaky for him. That Pulse Bomb out of IDDQD is just waiting to be used. So he's looking for the Lucio. I think he did not stick it, but either way, Enigma picks up 2 on point. Cool Matt finally able to respawn, but God's taking an IDDQD, which means Luminosity is going to maintain this point even further. We're up to 75% now for Luminosity. If they cap this point, they win this map, and we'll be up 2-1 in the best of 5. And Nubris, they're switching over to the Tracer spam. They need to get onto this point quick.
Yeah. There's Luminosity's choice, of course, remember, coming here. Don't think there was anything other than just a chance at a win, maybe. But IDDQD has been doing good work. Was dealt with by Gods. And this change that Gods made, honestly, going onto the Tracer, it seems to have worked well. They're only using the 1 Tracer as opposed to the 3 that we're now seeing from Nubris. But overtime is ticking. Somebody needs to start keeping around that site. They need to start fighting on the point. And that is going to be only in favor of Luminosity, but Buds has just picked up 3. Milo, Gods, and Pooks. There's no Resurrect, remember, so that's given them a big favor, but that Pulse Bomb missed. Almost got himself killed as well. And
they're still keeping it contested, though. That's the key part here. The Soundbar going to come in to buy them a lot of extra time for Luminosity, for people to come back in from spawn. They still have 3 men, 4 men on site. Enigma has Death Blossom. He's going to pop it right at this Wraith form. Most likely going to be popping it since they're so low, but he doesn't have the HP. He didn't get healed up enough, but it's still not a capture yet. Nubris have not been able to take the point.
Custer's going to try and run in, tries to boop Seagull away. He has Primal Rage available. He wants to try and use that Tesla cannon as much as he